My name is Icy Lopez, and these are my stripper stories. One thing that my dude know, and shout out to West Dallas because this is my second home. Because I thought when I was dancing, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was a real trapper. You couldn't tell me nothing. But my West Dallas dude told me one thing, and it stuck into me. It stuck in my head. He said, if I go to jail and you got a record, who gonna come bum me out? And I was like, damn. That makes sense. Because how I'm gonna visit you? How I'm gonna write you? How I'm gonna do anything if I have a felony case myself? So that's why I always keep myself clean. So I know like a lot of popular girls go to the feds, but baby, that wasn't a life for me because at the same time, we are women. We are supposed to take care of our men. I think some people like to let the lifestyle take control of them instead of them taking control of the lifestyle.
Has anyone ever offered you something else instead of money for a payment for dancing?
Yes, and I took it.
Okay.
So my whole rule of thumb is a fair exchange is never robbery. I've got jobs, cars, like they've opened doors to where I wouldn't have necessarily been at that young age because like I said, I didn't have any family. The club was my family. So it's a different type of feeling. So yeah, I took it. Of course I did. And it paid off. Sometimes money is not the only
way to get paid, man. Say it.
You have to be smarter. You got to be smarter than that. Got to be a little bit quicker than that.
Right. What's your thoughts on Pimps?
I love them.
Okay.
I love them. I actually love them. Like not gonna go into detail, but a lot of girls, like I said, I was fortunate enough to be smart enough to manage myself.
Right.
Because I told you I hit it at 15. So I literally have been I literally danced from 15. Y'all don't shoot me because my hood. 15 to 35. Right. So I was able to manage myself. But I went through stuff I shouldn't have not been through had I had family or friends or a support system or somebody to tell me, don't do that dumbass shit. Carry yourself like a lady. Manage your money like this. But you have to understand, people say pimps, but I like money manager. And they literally were my best friends when I was working in the club because they had girls, like I literally know girls who literally got their bachelor's degree, their doctor's degree. They're doing way better than the girls who got boyfriends. Like they have houses, they have savings, their kids have trust. So for me, titles are just titles. You have to have a plan.
Would you ever talk to a money manager?
I got a baby by 2.
So did actually just quite how I asked. Did you ever help them in their endeavors?
Yes.
Okay.
So I went to school in Grambling. Ooh, I'm telling my. I thought you knew, bitch. No, but I've always helped because I always believe that a woman is a man's helper, no matter what he's going through. And then I was young and dumb. Like we're not gonna sugarcoat. I was young and dumb. But his money was always my money. So I'm not gonna not help you make no motherfucker. I'm not gonna not help you make money. And then the girls, like they needed, like bro, they didn't have nothing. They literally reminded me of me. So I took them in, helped them, clothed them, you know what I'm saying, and made sure they were safe. Because like you don't know how many girls come up missing. How many girls are brutally raped, gang raped. How many girls are way worse on girls than men. Mm-hmm. Girls say like stuff about men, but girls treat other women like pure trash. I don't even know what to say. The women in what they call it, empowerment, it's no longer exists.
Why do you feel that it's like that? Like, girl, I've heard that before. You're not the only girl to say something like that. Like,
So I see posts that say, there's a million men out here, blue, blue, blue. But if you honestly do the statistics, there's literally 15 men to every one woman in Dallas. And that's just the men versus women. That's not how many of them prefer a man. Mm-hmm. That's not how many men are actually taken. So our selection for men, it's a whole competition. And women want to be loved. They've seen it. Or they didn't see it. They need it. They need it. They want to feel secure. They want to be loved. They want to feel secure. They want to know that, like, when I'm out here and I'm dancing for this dude and lying to him, telling him, oh, yeah, daddy. Yeah, I like this. They want to know that at the end of the day, somebody thinks that they're valuable. And guess what? Money managers do that. That's why they always win. Because their daddy didn't. Still do the statistic. How many fatherless homes, and I'm not going to say any colors, because you can say all across the world, how many fatherless homes are there? They haven't had a man influence.
Do you believe there's a such thing as my customer?
Yes. The hell? Mine.
Right. So have you ever fought somebody like
I did. A lot of times.
Right. Don't be coming up to my customer like, what you doing? Like,
no, I looked at him crazy. Check her.
Right.
Because even strip club relationships with customers that's been your long time customers, it's almost like a living relationship outside the strip club. Especially if you're not. Yeah. A parking lot. That's what the parking lot was for. That's not the dressing room. That was the parking lot. Because we couldn't fight in the dressing room, but meet me outside.
Right. Have you ever fell for a customer?
I got a baby boy. And I told him you a better trick than the father. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I want to whisper that.
We heard it. What do you say if, like, there's this person who might come to the club that's been tipping you coming in there, but then the next time they come in there, they decide they want to tip her over there. Do you make a fuss or do you let it ride?
I let it ride. Because at this point, like, I'm not your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. At this point, you just got tired of me. My time is up. Clearly, I did something that is no longer interesting for you. So either I need to up my game and play what nowadays is poly, which is, I hate people with these titles. I need to either play my game, but that's why you always make friends with your fellow dancers. Because they're going to tell you what that dude said about you. And there were literally dudes that came in there just to do that because they were mad at you and they want y'all to fight.
So speaking on that, do you believe that you can make real friends in a strip club?
Yeah, I love my girls.
Other dancers?
Yeah, I love my girls. Those are the best friends I have. Only because, like, I've fought them, I've loved them. Those are the closest friends I have.
You said you fought them.
Yeah, I fought them. Matter of fact, one of my friends, we were at it was Black Orchid then. Me and her were in a heated argument, and I literally said, "Girl," and I literally pushed her, and she pushed me, and I was like, "Girl, I'm finna beat you up." And somebody had a coat in between us, and they were like, "Can I get my coat?" And me and her both turned around and like, "Bitch, don't get beat up." Like at that instant, we were synced because we're fighting, but we don't like you.
Right. Yeah, so at the same time.
At the same time, and it was so funny. Like, I literally had a girl who was so mad at me because she thought that I snuck I told her dude something, and now he's in a relationship with somebody else. And I'm just like, girl, I didn't instigate that. I love this girl. I love you, but you did that. They think that things are not going to get past the club, but the club is just the club. But the club is full of gossip. The club used to be, like I said, the trap. If you want to know who got what, um, what's the latest doing, what's the latest music, who's the hottest stripper, what's the latest, who's the prettiest stripper, because we got London, we got Tori Braxton that came out of Dallas. She used to strip at DG's. I got Bubbles. Her name was Bubbles. So like we have like major girls who came out the strip club and literally left the strip club and made a real life. But if you ask me personally, I don't think they would have been who they were without being in the strip club. Because even Raven, and she's a major model now. And I remember her, she was so sweet. She was so sweet. She used to mess with my Jamaicans. When I say mess with them, like she used to talk to them. It was like me, her. And one day I was just having a bad day. I was just ugly that day. But she never flinched because she knew she loved me. And she was sitting literally with a cowboy player, and I was the only girl she lit at the table. And they spent 5 bands with me. She didn't dance. She didn't do nothing. Like, she didn't do nothing. So that's why I tell people, like, baby, it's about relationships. You have to build relationships with people. It's mandatory.